Hello, in this video I provide a brief explanation of Rasa theory, which is an influential theory of aesthetics emerging from the Indian classical tradition. We all know that Rasa theory comes from the teachings of Bharata Muni, the author of Natya Shastra. So what is Rasa? Bharata says that which can be relished, like the taste of food, is Rasa. So Rasa is something to be experienced. Any emotion that we experience cannot be termed Rasa. If we feel angry because of something that happens in our daily life, we cannot say that we are experiencing Krodha Rasa. On the other hand, if we see something in a play or a cinema which makes us feel angry, that is Rasa. So Rasa is aesthetic emotion. In order for an emotion to be termed Rasa, it must be evoked by a work of art. So that is important because it clears up a common misunderstanding. People often say that actors express Rasa. They don't. According to Rasa theory, what actors or other sorts of performers express are bhava. The corresponding emotions produced in the minds of the spectators by such performances are known as Rasa. Bharata Muni provides a very important maxim in Natya Shastra by which we can understand how Rasa is created in a work of art. It goes like this: Vibhava Anubhava Vyabhikari Samyogat Rasa Nispadi. Basically, he is saying Rasa is created by the combination of Vibhava, Anubhava and Vyabhikari Bhava. What are these three important elements? Vibhava is the objective condition producing an emotion. That is, everything that contributes to the creation of that particular emotion in the audience can be termed Vibhava. Vibhava can be of two kinds: Alambhana Vibhava and Uddibana Vibhava. A person or an object in a work of art who evokes, who triggers a particular rasa is termed Alambhana Vibhava. Uddibana Vibhava are the circumstances, usually something like the scenery, the setting, which contributes to the rasa. Let me illustrate this using an example. Let us say in a work of art, let's say it's a drama in which two lovers meet each other after a gap of several years. The hero is waiting in a moonlit garden in the middle of the night, expecting somebody. That's what the audience are seeing. Suddenly somebody appears there and it's the heroine. And they are reunited. They are very happy to have met each other after all these years. In this particular example, the heroine who appears there making the emotion, the central emotion, which is romantic emotion, possible is the Alambhana Vibhava. And the circumstances also contribute to the evocation of Sringara Rasa, because it's not a barren place, it's a romantic place, a moonlit garden, isn't it? So that garden is the Uddibana Vibhava. Then we have Anubhava. That is the bodily expression of the performers or the actors by which the emotion is expressed. In this particular example, the body language of the hero and the heroine will indicate that they are deeply in love with each other. the way they stand, the way they arch their back. Maybe the heroine will arch her back while speaking to her lover after so many years, right? Or in a different work of art, when the Rasa is that of Veera, the hero who is a warrior might encounter his enemies and he might stand in a warlike stance, thereby contributing to the expression or the evocation rather of Veera Rasa. And finally we have Vyabhikari Bhava. Now in the example of the lovers that I gave a while back, the central rasa that is evoked is definitely that of love, Sringara Rasa, isn't it? No confusion regarding that. Now, Rasa theory takes into account the fact that human emotions are always complex, and there are very few situations in which a human being feels only one emotion. There will be a series of emotions, but one emotion will be dominant. So, those subsidiary emotions are called Vyabhikari Bhava, the series of diverse transitory emotions. Diverse, they are varied, transitory, they don't last for long, they are temporary emotions, which in a way feed into or contribute to the creation of the dominant emotion or rasa. The example of the lovers, when these two lovers are reunited, the audience might feel a tinge of sorrow when they are reminded of the fact that these two people were separated from each other for so long. They might feel a sense of relief that finally they are reunited, right? So these two transitory emotions, these are temporary because these emotions will be felt, but ultimately what will dominate is the feeling of their love for each other. This the sense of romance that is in the air, right? That is the Sringara Rasa. These two Vyabhikari Bhavas, that of relief and sorrow, will only heighten the feeling of romance, will only heighten the Sringara Rasa. That is how Vibhava, Anubhava and Vyabhikari Bhava come together to produce Rasa. I hope this idea is clear and that will be of some use to who ends up listening to this particular video. Thank you.